Alrighty. It is Battle City action, and it is Joey Wheeler taking on Odion. So it is an anime rematch. We did see them in the Battle City finals, where Joey and Odion battled it out in a very, very tight match until they both ended up getting struck by lightning and both survived. Well, was it lightning or was it the wrath of the winged dragon of Ra? Because apparently Odion was using a fake one. Alright, Joey starts off with Legendary Sword. There's a Gearfried, the Iron Knight. There's a Roulette Spider. There's a Graceful Dice and an Alligator's Sword. Alright, so Joey starts off with Gearfried. He also throws down Graceful Dice and, there we go, throws down Roulette Spider as well. Now, Legendary Sword won't work on Gearfried. They either play equips and equip card to this card, destroy that equip card. Okay, Odion starts off with Swords of Concealing Light. And then throws down a defense of his own. So Odion's turned all the lights out. Joey draws Masaki the Legendary Swordsman. And Joey elects just to go straight to his end phase. Alright. Odion now 5 cards in hand. There's the first turn count for Swords of Concealing Light. And Odion ends his turn. There's Guardian of the Labyrinth. And Joey ends his turn. So Joey is just trying to outweight that Swords of Concealing Light. Alright, there it goes. Odion's turn, 6 cards in hand. Goes with a face down defense. Alright, what does Joey have this time? Protector of the Throne. Okay, if Joey draws a Polymerization, he could summon Guiltier the D-Knight. He's actually got 2 other fusion. His whole hand is consisting of fusion material. So Joey going in for an attack with Gearfried, and Odion has flipped up Negate Attack. So Odion determined to protect that face down card, whatever it is. Now he's just trying to stall until he can draw something better in his hand, because he hasn't really played anything. Still 6 cards in Odion's hand. Goes with another face down spell or trap. And okay, he's thrown down Swords of Revealing Light this time. And he's gone for a tribute. And he's thrown down Venom Boa. So Odion doesn't have the greatest attack force. That's why some defensive cards were added to his deck. But Venom Boa on the field. It's only 1600. Can't get past Gearfried. There's Kunai with Chain. But Joey now can't attack for 3 turns. So what do you do if you Joey? You can't equip Kunai with Chain to Gearfried either. It will be destroyed once the effect has activated. So the first turn clocks over for Swords of Revealing Light. So both players just playing a slow, methodical one so far. Well, I guess I don't really have a choice. If Odion's not going to attack, and Joey's staring down Swords of Concealing or Revealing, then okay, there's Baby Dragon. And why can't Joey draw a Polymerization right now? He's got 2 fusions he could make with a Polymerization right now. One being Alligator Sword Dragon, and the other one Guiltier the D-Knight. Okay, Curse of Anubis puts all effect monsters to defense mode and makes their defense 0 until the end of this turn. And Embodiment of Apophis. Good play from Odion. He's going to be able to get rid of Gearfried here. Alright, what is Joey going with? Is he going to go with that Roulette Spider? He could do. It is a very risky card. But with 1600, Embodiment of Apophis is stronger than all the cards that Joey currently has in his hand, so he's gone for the risk. He's rolled a 4. Select a monster your opponent controls to be the attack target. Alright, Venom Boa is destroyed. Joey's Gearfried has escaped destruction. And this match continues. Still, both players, after 12 turns, both players are still at 8,000 life points. And, oh, there's Jinzo. Joey has pulled his ace monster, and Jinzo, that is an absolute nightmare for Odion, because all of his trap cards, including his trap monsters, are now all completely useless. It does mean that Joey can't activate trap cards as well, unless Joey draws Amplifier. Amplifier is a risky card though, because if Amplifier gets destroyed, then Jinzo gets destroyed with it. So, but alright, there goes Swords of Revealing Light, and Odion may be in trouble here. Jinzo is that's an absolute godsend for Joey. And oh, Odion's got a Dark Hole. And Embodiment of Apophis isn't destroyed because it's in the Magic and Trap card zone. And, oh, Odion has just played a Monster Reborn and he's just pulled back Jinzo. So now Jinzo is on Odion's side of the field. Embodiment of Apophis still cannot come back to the field. And now Joey is losing 2,400 life points. What a interesting turn of events. My word, getting that Jinzo off the field is going to be tough for Joey. There's Little Wingard. So Joey can't activate Kunai with Chain. He's got Legendary Sword, but even his fusions, he's gonna need Thousand Dragon. He needs Time Wizard and Polymerization, or he needs Time Wizard and needs to win the effect. Alright, a face down defense for Odion now. No attack. Gets rid of Little Wingard. Alright, turn change for Joey. And oh, he's pulled it. He's pulled Polymerization. But he can't really do anything with it. This card can attack your opponent directly if the only face-up monsters they control are what was it? Earth, water, or fire. I think Jinzo's a dark type. It is. Or an attribute. It's a dark attribute. Guilty of the Night won't be strong enough. God, Joey needs Time Wizard. If he had Time Wizard, he could summon Thousand Dragon. But unfortunately for Joey, he may have pulled that Polymerization just a little bit too late. Alligator Sword Dragon just isn't strong enough either. So Joey is going to have to throw one of his... he's going to have to throw one of his fusion materials down. He's going to have to hope for Time Wizard. Even... if he had Flame Swordsman, well, even so, if he could activate that Kunai the Chain, it would be fine, but Jinzo's blocking the trap cards. Otherwise, sure, Alligator's Sword Dragon, and Joey could switch Jinzo to defense mode with the effect of... what was it? With the effect of that Kunai with Chain, but... Jinzo, it's such a legendary card for a reason. Only 6 stars, 2,400 attack points, and such a powerful effect. However, ironically, it's being used against Joey when Odion's the one who relies on trap monsters. So, you gotta admit, there is an allure of irony in this match so far. Joey's at 2,600 points, and he does not draw Jinzo. Joey has drawn Guilford the Lightning, which again was another one of those ace monsters he had. Look, to be fair, Joey had some really good monsters in his deck, but he will not be able to use them in this match. So Joey did have Graceful Dice, but even if he fused Alligator Sword Dragon and rolled a 6, he still wouldn't have been strong enough for Jinzo. And Alligator Sword Dragon is a dragon monster, it's not a warrior, so you can't equip it with the legendary sword, but... well, Joey... he needed to draw Time Wizard. He didn't draw Time Wizard, and Joey's life points have now run out. Poisonous Snake token will finish him off. And the first match, it was a well-played game of chess, that first match. But it is a best of 3, so we will set them up again. Alright, as I pull into the lobby. And sorry, I was just reading something on my phone. Alright, here we go. Embodiment of Apophis first up for Odion, and a negate attack is also thrown down. Okay, Guardian of the Labyrinth is played, and Odion flips up Embodiment of Apophis. Plays it to defense, I guess, just as a defensive fortification. Alright, here we go. Turn change back to Odion now, who's just picked up Needle Wall. And again, Needle Wall is a very, very difficult card if it's being used against you. Very random as well. It can be very devastating. Joey has just lost Guardian of the Labyrinth. Okay, I'm going to flip open my comments as Joey and Odion are starting to spice up the match a little bit here. I believe that's where they're up to. Okay. Oh, Mystical Beast of Circuit. As the dice rolls, and it is a 1. So Joey's field now 1 to 5. That dice roll, if it lands, Joey will lose his monsters. Brian Dixon 9140. Gravekeepers is my favorite archetype. Hidden Temple is such a good lock piece if you can keep it around, but it needs Necro Valley and a Gravekeeper in play. Man, Gravekeepers, that deck so far has been really, really fun. Where is here we go. Oh, how do I say that? Octavio Hirschberg 5280. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. Chaz can brick, but he can mill half his deck. LOL. Yeah, look, to be fair, Chaz. Oh, Joey's played Time Wizard. I had my eyes down. And he won the Time Wizard effect. So finally, like, I've seen Joey lose so many of them. He's finally got one. Finally won one. Well, Odion doesn't bother activating Negate a trap for Time Wizard. Only 500 attack. Josh Southern123 says Amazoness Archer contribute any 2 monsters, so with the right deck you can cause an FTK. Same as also banned Cannon Soldier. Because Cannon Holder can only use other Gravekeepers, it mustn't be a reliable way to summon enough Gravekeepers in one turn to be a problem. Yeah, okay, I get that point of view. I think I might have said, why is Amazoness Archer banned, but Gravekeepers Cannon Holder isn't. Yeah, that is true. With Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder, it is restricted only to Gravekeeper's monsters. Amazoness Archer, yeah, that can do any monster. I'm surprised Amazoness Archer had that written in its effect, that it specifically didn't have to sacrifice Amazoness monsters. It can sacrifice anything. Card player 21 says, it begins all in with exclamation points. That's for the Gravekeepers kicking off against Weevil. I think it was card player 21 that wanted the Gravekeepers the most. I think card player 21 requested it quite a few times. I got a few requests from different names for a Gravekeepers series, and so far it hasn't disappointed. Card player 21 also says, I would kill for a modern retrain of Gravekeepers in the style of a control deck. I would kill. Okay. Now, question has been played, and that means that Odion will have literally all 10,027 cards would have been displayed in that list. He selected Guardian of the Labyrinth, which was the first card played. He's got Cobra Jar down. And Joey has just thrown down 2 face-down spells or traps. Connor Chavez 7984 says, I don't remember the guy's name, but the one that always used the Dino cards would be awesome to see him play against Chaz. Are you talking about Rex Raptor? Or is it Tyranno Hasselberry? Tyranno Hasselberry is a GX guy that I think used a few Dino cards. I think Basham might have used a couple as well. So, or Rex Raptor, it'd be one of those characters I think you're referring to. Waylon Hastings, I think the actual DK rules also specified that you can't summon a monster to prevent a direct attack, you automatically lose. Or maybe that's just a random Reddit post I read somewhere. There was hints of that, because when Yugi was playing Weevil in the anime, and Weevil destroyed his defense, Yugi was like, you know, thinking in his head, oh no, like my defense, and if my defense falls, my life points are next. He did say that in a thought line that was in that show, and when Joey was playing against Bones, there was a turn where Joey didn't have any defense, and Bones just went, haha, Joey, have a free turn, lay down another monster for my zombies to destroy. So there is some element of that being a thing if you didn't have any monsters that they would attack life points, but it was it never actually happened in the anime. Keesus7586, discard always in Yu-Gi-Oh! Always refers to sending cards from hand to graveyard. It would say you could tribute it or send it from the field if it worked like the player thought. Yeah, it's a misconception with me as well when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. Now that I'm playing like a digital version that sticks absolutely 100% true to the rules, the amount of things that I have found out about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just insane. One of the biggest things was when a magic card is activated like a Monster Reborn, if I use Mystical Space Typhoon doesn't stop the Monster Reborn. That was one of the first things I found out very quickly. And Random High Plus says, man, I have loved watching Mako back to back, even with a poor performance here. Would absolutely love to see him get an upgraded deck or an Admiral deck or even just a Water Archetype in the future. Speaking of future decks, as a fellow Aussie, Chumlee deck has me hyped for future content. I'm not super familiar with the archetypes of only following Yu-Gi-Oh! As a teen. Same with me, actually. So always fun to learn new cards. You also mentioned players. I always assumed it was AI in the battles. Is it actual players or not yourself? Actual players, I don't know the results of the match before. I have a load of them. We did some pre-recording not that long ago, so I've got a bunch of matches on a hard drive. It comes down to time and availability with everyone. It's not always the same human players that are like playing the same decks, but a bunch of us down here will play the matches. No one wants to come on commentary with me. I'm trying to get someone to come on commentary with me. I think that'll be fun. But no, with the base game just playing off Switch, you can't actually do AI versus AI on this. I wish you could, in a way, but no. I think you can probably mod the game to have AI versus AI. But to keep it short, I don't know how to do it. So no, they are all human players. So we will see human errors as well. The bad thing with AI in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that it's programmed usually to draw specific cards. What is going on with Joey's field? He's got 5 face-down spell and traps. He's got no monsters on the field. I've been reading comments. I haven't been really paying a hell of a lot of attention to the match, but I've been looking up and down. Is Joey just not drawing any monsters? I mean, Needle Wall's probably causing issues as well. Joey... He's just thrown down Rocket Warrior. He's lost a lot of life points, so I'm going to guess that Joey may have bricked a little bit in this match. Oh, Shield and Sword. Oh, Shield and Sword on, what's his name? Metal Reflect Slime, so a 3000 defense has now been turned to 0. And there goes one of Odion's best defenders. Random High Plus also left a couple of other comments as well. This one was from the Kyber and Panic match. I haven't mentioned it since he made the change, but I love the records posted up from at the start of each match. It's a nice way to know what to expect, but also track surprising upsets, unless you talk about how the decks have been trending, which I enjoy. Yeah, I think I'll do that from now on as well. Post the rankings at the start of the video. I was only doing it at the end. It's just, as the series produce, I find every little bits and pieces to make improvements to the series as well. And his other comment from Random High Plus, I love Chaz in the anime but hated the annoying Ojama voices. Yeah, I did too. I like Chaz more as a protagonist than Jaden, to be honest. So keen to watch him play through with a unique deck. Yeah, Chaz's Ojama deck is actually very, it's very quirky, to put it straight. But yeah, the Ojamas... In fact, even with some of the later Yu-Gi-Oh series, some of the voice acting just wasn't that good. It was, yeah, who knows why. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, Odion's nearly got this one won. Joey threw down Flame Manipulator in the last turn, I do believe. I mean, Odion's got that Temple of the Mind's Eye on the field as well. With Swords of Revealing Light, Odion's got Swords of Concealing Light in his hand as well. There's no entry. Oh, and it's a 3. Joey loses his defense, which was Little Wingard, which may have held the field for a little bit. Alright, Odion throws down Dispel. And destroys his own Temple of the Mind's... Oh, great play. So Temple of the Mind's Eye only lets you do 1,000 points per life point damage. Joey flips up Grave Robber, maybe just has nothing else to play. So Venom Bowler will be able to end the match here. Good play. Using your own Dispel to destroy your own magic card to do more damage to Joey. And Joey is convincingly beaten by Odion. Look, to be fair, they were long, methodical matches, but Odion had the best of him with ease. And I get the feeling that's probably how it should have gone in the anime, but Joey had to win for progression of the story. So I hope you enjoyed the match with Joey and Odion. Always good to see an anime duel play out how it would do in the real world with the actual rules and no AI RNG of drawing cards as well. They are completely random. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and thanks for leaving comments as well, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.